Hi, everybody. I'm the uncle,
I'm the carbuncle.
and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We haven't been here for a while because Christian Valachi, my partner, has been away at college. Yes?
Yes.
Mitchell College. How's that working out for you?
It's going great. I love it so far.
Yeah? Grades are good?
Grades are going good. Baseball's going good. A lot of hard work, but that's what I signed up for, so
You're not partying too much?
when I can.
Well, okay. Well, first I want to start with this. This is Uncle Stephen giving Christian a ride on his tractor. And this is Christian blowing bubbles. And in the back is Isabel, his girlfriend at the time, who he asked to marry him, and she denied him.
I don't remember that.
Well, I remember it. Okay, so we got a lot to do. Let's do it quick. Free agency.
Let's start with, possibly one of the best pitchers of our generation, Jacob deGrom, former New York
No
Met.
surprise he started there.
Hopefully he stays a New York Met. It'll cost a lot, but you got to keep him in the franchise. That's just not someone you could be okay with letting walk.
Unless you replace him. Say they replace him with, maybe
Verlander
for a couple of 3 years. Verlander will probably get a 3-year deal somewhere, right?
That's what I'm
Even
thinking.
though he's
yeah.
38, 39, coming off of Cy Young.
Comeback player of the year.
And pitchers are in demand. So, but he'll get less years, I think, than DeGrom will. Right?
DeGrom's like 5 years younger than him. Yeah.
But DeGrom's had a bunch of injuries. Danger with DeGrom.
Can't stay healthy.
5 years.
You don't know what
$40
you're
million?
getting with them.
That's right. Okay, so what about Aaron Judge? New York Yankees Aaron Judge. Where's he going?
I'm thinking San Francisco, the Giants. I think that's kind of like the consensus of what a lot of people think. He's Bay Area kid,
Right.
grew up Giants fan, He met with the Giants the other day, and he denied it. He said he was just going to meet friends and family.
Yeah, and the Giants are going to spend. And they've said that they're not going to be outspent for Judge. I think it's a mistake on their part. Giants have a lot of holes, and plus they got Rodon, who's playing out his option. So they need to replace him. They need to get some hitting. Why? Instead of spending $35 million on Judge, I would get two guys. That'll be serviceable, but that's up to them. They do have money to spend. So we think it's going to be the Giants. I thought that a year ago when the Yankees didn't sign him. I thought he was going to go to the Giants. We'll see. Now we got a bunch of shortstops floating around out there. Trey Turner, Correa, Bogarts, and Dansby Swanson. What do we think?
I like all of them. I think all of them are top 10 shortstops in the league. You know what you're getting with each of them. They've been pretty consistent. Who knows? Let's start with Trey Turner.
Yeah, where do you think he's going?
Personally, pains me to say it. I'm thinking the Phillies.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, but
That's
I
what
would
they
hate
say.
to have him in the NL East.
And now that Bryce Harper had a surgery, he's going to be out the first 3-4 months for sure, right? They may need some more offense early on in the year.
They're going to.
Especially, yeah. So I'd love to see him stay with the Dodgers, but I don't see it. I don't see them paying that kind of price. But the Dodgers are going to need a shortstop. So the question is, would they even make an offer to Correa? I don't think so. Based on the 2017 scandal, he's hated in Los Angeles.
Fans would not want him.
So I just don't see that. Maybe Swanson, maybe Bogarts, maybe. They're going to need a shortstop,
I
though.
can see Swanson going there.
I could see it, too. And, people who say that Lux could play shortstop have never seen Lux play shortstop. He's not a shortstop.
Pretty good second baseman.
But he's passable second baseman. That's right. He's a pretty good second baseman. But that's it. Man. So that's going to have to happen. Anything else in free agency we want to touch on?
Xander. I think Xander stays with Boston.
It makes sense. Or they can move Trevor Story over there.
They could.
If the price is out of line.
I think, honestly, Xander, his defense is not great, but you know what you're getting with him. He's going to hit 300. gonna drive in a lot of runs for you. He's gonna get paid. I just think it stays with Boston.
If you had to pick one shortstop, who's the best shortstop available?
Out of these, Trey Turner.
Yeah, I think so too. Turner, he's terrific. Okay. Anything else on free agency? Verlander, we touched on a little bit. DeGrom, we touched on a little bit.
It's pretty much
Rodon.
I mean, Giants would be stupid not to try to keep him at least.
I'm sure they're going to try, but a lot of teams looking for pitching. Texas is going to make a lot of noise again, right?
Mm-hmm.
With last year they
They're
spent
gonna go
$500
after
million
DeGrom.
on second baseman and shortstop. They will. The Mets are going to have to pony up, and to give him $40+ million for 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I'm not sure that makes sense.
I'd be okay with DeGrom walking if we get Verlander.
If you got Verlander for 2 years instead of DeGrom for 4, I think you'd be okay.
I agree.
Okay, you want to talk about a couple of the trades that just went down?
I want to talk about the trades because I have no idea what the Blue Jays are doing. They let one of their star young players, Teoscar Hernandez, they traded him to the Mariners for pretty much nothing. They got 3 pitchers in return. I've never heard of any of them.
I don't know. I'm sure they're good pitchers, minor league credentials. They haven't done it at the major league level, but I'm sure they do their homework and they do their scouting. They need pitching. They need pitching over there. They got a bunch of young hitters who can rake, but they got to get somebody out at some point, right?
Behind Alek Manoah. I think Alek Manoah is a very good pitcher.
Yeah. And they still have what's his name? The guy, free agent from the Dodgers, Asian pitcher. Ryu. They still got Ryu. And Springer left, I think, for your free agency.
Did he?
Yeah, not Springer.
I was gonna say.
Chicken Stripling.
Ross Stripling.
Yeah, Ross Stripling. He's a free agent too. He was okay. Ate some innings. So, all right. So, what else do we think?
Hunter Renfroe just went to the Angels.
That's right.
I think that's a very good pickup for them. Hunter Renfroe had a great year.
Isn't he playing like on his 5th team in 5 years?
Yeah, he's all over the place. But he's been producing everywhere he goes.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason, though. When 4 teams let you go when you're producing, there's got to be a reason for that. Okay.
Joins Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani.
So
Gonna help them. Still won't make the playoffs. But
right. And then Ohtani's gone, so then they're done. And Trout's going to be a shell of himself soon. Right. All right. So what do the Mets need to do this offseason? Let's go cover Mets, Yankees, and then we'll wrap it.
They need pitching help. If they do let DeGrom walk and they don't get Verlander or Rodon, they're going to have nobody after Max Scherzer, maybe Taijuan Walker. But you don't know what you're getting with him.
And you don't know what you're getting with Scherzer either. The last 2 years, he got hurt both years, and then last year in the playoffs, he didn't get it done. And
That's just a bad outing, though.
But he's 38 years old.
He is, but I'm comfortable with Scherzer, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Had like a 2.9 ERA when he was healthy
during the
this
season.
year.
Yeah, when he was healthy.
Season.
He was on a DL twice last year, right?
Yeah, but he made a lot of appearances. I think he had like 15 starts.
All right. When you get to be in your late 30s and you start breaking down a little bit, sometimes it can happen in a hurry.
It's true.
But they still got him signed for 2 more years, so we'll see.
I'd like to see them get another lefty reliever. I don't know where they'll get it from, but they need one.
They just broke the bank on
Diaz.
Diaz.
I mean,
20
that's
mil.
honestly scary for me. Yeah, he had an outstanding year this year. Pretty good year the year before that. But, when they first got him from Seattle, they didn't get what they
they didn't get what they thought they were getting, right. But last year, man.
It's a lot of money for a closer.
It is. It's more than anybody's ever gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 years is a long time for a closer, too. Especially a lot of closers are up and down, right? In a 5-year deal, he could have 3 up years and 2 down years. And those 2 down years can sink you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else do the Mets need? Mets need some bats.
They need an everyday third baseman. They've just been kind of platooning guys there last year. And third base, I mean, that's not really a position you could get away with doing that.
Right.
If it was first base, sure, you could get away with that. But third base, they have Escobar, but Escobar's not his former self. Hit a 220 hitter last year. I mean,
and that's when he finished strong too.
He finished strong in the second half, but
to get up to 220.
The first half was not great at all.
Right.
I don't know who they go for that. Maybe Edwin Rios from the Dodgers. See
He's
if
available.
he works out.
He's available. Not a great fielder, but if he stays healthy, he can hit. He can hit for some power.
Mets could use a lefty bat like that too.
They could. Catching, they're not going to get better this year unless Alvarez comes up, and he's not ready.
No, when they brought him up last year, he just looked lost.
Yeah, and he's a 20-year-old kid. He shouldn't be playing.
I think he'll be very good, just not yet.
Right, I agree. So let's say he's a year away for sure. So you got holes. You got holes at third. You got a hole at first.
I want to bring Nimmo
you
back.
Got to get Nimmo back. If you don't get Nimmo back, that's another hole. And he's going to get more money than I thought he was going to.
Maybe
get, right?
Bellinger. We'll see. Maybe a change of scenery would be good for him. But also, if you pay him money just to maybe start him in AAA.
Bellinger?
Mm-hmm.
He'll get a major league deal from someone.
What did he hit last year? 180?
No, he hit like 200, 205. It was low.
You know you're getting defense with him, though.
You're getting great defense. You're getting great speed.
If he's not an old guy yet. What's he, 28?
No, he's 27.
27.
3 years ago, he had 47 home runs.
Yeah, I was just thinking the other day, Did you ever see that Yelly vs. Belly commercial a few years ago?
I remember it, yeah.
And now they're both not what they used to be. Honestly, I'd be happy with the Mets getting Bellinger. I think a change of scenery could do it for him.
I think he's worth a flyer. Again, he's so young and he's so talented. Rookie of the Year, MVP, guy can do it.
There's something off with him. It's not a coincidence that you go from being an MVP to being a bottom player.
Well, he did have some injuries. He had a shoulder injury. He had shoulder surgery, and then he had that leg injury that was very bad. So who knows? Who knows? All right, how about the Yankees? What do the Yankees need to do?
Bring Judge back.
Let's say they don't. I'm not sure they will, to be honest. I thought they would, but now I'm not sure.
What makes you say that?
Because the longer it goes, the less their chances are, I think. The more clubs get involved. San Francisco's out there with an open checkbook. The Dodgers are going to make a move for him, too. They're going to. Especially if they lose Turner. They're going to need another bat in that lineup. But the difference is, I think the Giants will give him a long-term deal. Dodgers will look for 3 or 4 years at big money. Higher AAV, but not as many years.
Yankees filled a much-needed hole last year with Trevino catching, all-star.
Yeah.
I think that's big for them. Infield's okay. I mean, LeMahieu's going to perform. He's going to hit for average, although he hasn't really been doing that, but he's going to hit. Who's there? Is it still...
Well, we need to see what Volpe is, that shortstop.
Young guy, Volpe, I think he's a top 5 prospect in baseball right now. Was he
Maybe
number
it's
3
time.
or something
Maybe
like that?
Maybe it's time.
I think he'll be pretty good. Who's playing third for them?
Donaldson.
Donaldson, that's right. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not aging. I don't know.
Well, he didn't have a good year. He didn't have a good year offensively or defensively.
He's streaky,
but they're stuck with him. I think he's got 1 more year left.
But when you see some guy his age, you don't expect him to play like the way he does.
Well, you expect more. You expect production. I don't care how old he is.
Still got that attitude.
They got the deal. He does have attitude. I think that's why he made a few stops along the way, too. Okay. What else?
That's everything
What
from
else?
me.
That's it?
That's everything from me.
Okay. All right. That's all we got. This is our Mitchell College star athlete, Christian Valachi. We're happy you're here. You'll be playing down in Florida next week, is it? Or is it next month? In March.
Yeah.
March. They're going to be playing down in Florida and then North Carolina. And your season starts towards the end of March at home?
End of February. Well, I think
April.
our home opener will be probably the week before we leave for Florida. So we'll have 1 game in the cold. And then we go to the warm. Yeah.
Okay. And you'll be back then in April?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, great. So, until the next time, I'm the uncle.
I'm the carbuncle.
See you then.
Happy Thanksgiving and stay safe.
Enjoy.
Thanks.